What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this one, we have, after discovering Poland, her world will never be the same again. I can't wait to see this and see how Poland finna change your life forever. Before we dive in, though, if you guys happen to enjoy it, please don't forget to smash subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to support this channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is hit that join button, receive your exclusive benefits. Let's dive right in.
It's not every day that you get to observe how a person might react to something new and different. Perhaps it's driving an electric car for the first time, or seeing the mighty ocean waves crash the shores after living in the mountains your entire life. For Marina's mom, going abroad for the first time in her life is just that experience.
Dang, that's so awesome.
That contrast deepens further when you exit one of the poorest countries in Europe, Ukraine, a country that's undergoing no less than a full-scale military invasion, and enter a relatively modern and open country, Poland.
Yeah.
Two entirely different worlds separated by a 535-kilometer length border. While we had a lot of sightseeing planned in advance, all of that went out the window once we realized that every moment was a miracle all in itself. Everything around was yearning to be explored and appreciated. That meant we just had to sit back and let life play itself out. That's when everything started to fall into place. Sure, there were the beautiful buildings without crap-filled balconies, clean and well-built roads and sidewalks.
Very clean.
The super efficient infrastructure that puts Ukrainian and even most American cities to shame.
You don't have to throw us
And
in
then
that.
there were the plants. Yes, plants. But
Hey.
not just any plants, horseradish plants. But we'll get back to that later.
We can't even hear her yet, and you can just see like her taking everything in as he's talking through this video, and her like being kind of impressed and sort of amazed by everything, and like it's so cool. Like it's absolutely awesome to watch.
Speaking of public transportation, one day we decided to ride Warsaw's pristine metro on the way to Konstantin Jeziorna, a small town just outside Warsaw. Today we are going on a little trip. We are going just outside of Warsaw to a city called Konstantin, and we are going to explore a little bit. Plus Marina's mom knows some people there, so we are going to be meeting and showing her around Warsaw, public transportation in Warsaw, as well as some of the beautiful cities just outside of Warsaw. And now we are going to be hopping on the metro to go in that direction.
Okay.
Это не просто чисто, но вылизано. Ну, как вот у нас говорят.
Вылизано.
Вылизано. Вычищено, выдраено. Великолепно.
We watched a video about Poland's metros, and it's very clean. Very, couldn't find a piece of trash anywhere. Now, if y'all disagree and y'all done been to a metro and y'all like it's not clean in here, talk to me. But from what I seen in the video, very clean.
And now we are at the edge of Warsaw, and we need to get to this town, and we can take the bus, or we're actually going to be taking a taxi. Да, и они все в хорошем состоянии, дома, да.
Великолепно. Такое впечатление, что их только 2 года назад построили. Понимаешь?
Да, я согласен.
Просто потрясающе.
Вот это я говорил. Я вот первое заметил, что вот тут все дома в хорошем состоянии.
Да, да.
И ухоженные, все ухоженное.
Всё
Да,
ухожено.
и мы даже сейчас не в центре, и тут есть вся инфраструктура, как будто мы в центре. Это как наш Дорогожич, и даже больше, наверное. Это даже не Дорогожич, это еще.
Боже, действительно ведь. Вот смотри, Дорогожичи, там сколько ж до центра? Ну, 5 остановочек.
Да,
И в каком запущенном
Да,
виде,
а это еще, это сколько остановок? Это
Да,
уже
это
далеко,
уже
это уже
окраина
на
считай.
окраине, это вот.
Такое цивильное, такое современное, все новенькое. Ну что ж тебе, дорогуша, Господи.
Да, да, это другой мир. Тут все вот. Можно тут жить и все, и без проблем.
Да, вся инфраструктура.
Все есть.
Сел вон в метро и поехал, ну сколько, ну 15-20
Сел,
минут.
поехал, все есть, кафешки, рестораны.
Да.
Вот это очень важная часть, это в Польше, в Варшаве, что тут каждый район, он как свой городок.
Да, да.
Не надо тебе в центр ехать и все такое. Вот это важно очень, конечно.
That's kind of crazy. Like that makes me wonder what conditions Ukraine. Well, now are we talking pre-war Ukraine, or are we talking post-war Ukraine, where the infrastructure is just not up to par? Because they're so amazing. It's like it looks like all these buildings was built like 2 years ago. Like everything is in excellent condition. Even on the outskirts of town, you got everything that you need. You don't have to be close to the city center. It doesn't matter. Like she was like, it's Old Town neighborhood in Kiev was nothing like this. Like nothing like it.
Просто парковая зона.
We have arrived to Konstantin Yazhorny, this little city just outside of Warsaw in the south. And we are here in one of the main parks. What I think is here in the center somewhere, and we're gonna be checking it out. Marina's mom has relatives here that also came from Kharkov, like also at the start of all the action, and they're living somewhere in this region. So she's gonna meet up with them and see how they're doing and how things are and what their plans are for the future as well. After leaving Marina's mom with her relatives, I had a few hours to myself that I wisely used to explore this surprisingly gorgeous town.
Nice.
So here I am in one of the parks in this city, if not the biggest, the main
Beautiful.
park here. And this park
Clean.
is insane.
Oh my
And I'm
God.
actually in front of a very interesting place. This is a place you can enter, you can buy a ticket, and you can sit and breathe, say like salty air, meaning like sea air from like the sea, the ocean. And so you got the prices there, and it says here, Saline Graduation Tower is a health facility outdoor inhalatorium constructed in 1978. Is powered by brine, a curative water containing 7.5% minerals.
Oh,
Dzień dobry.
a curative
Poproszę-
water. So it cures, or because I don't know about like paying money to like just breathe in like salty air or whatever the case may be, unless it is benefiting me in some way, form, or fashion. Yeah. So what's up? Like it said curative water. Did that mean like it cures something, or does that mean I'm just stupid and don't know what the word curative means?
Dziękuję. And so I just entered it, and it's completely different. You actually feel like you're breathing in like sea air. It looks absolutely amazing. I've never seen anything like this before. And it's funny, just the other day I was thinking like I want to go to the sea. Like I'm a sea person, I love the sea, I love to swim.
Really?
And you know, I wanna breathe that sea air, that salty air. And I end up here. So check this out. And look at this. And you have this thing. Look at that.
Oh wow. Good amount of
So you
people
can
here.
sit
decent
here.
Decent amount.
I even brought my laptop with me, and I
some
can
work
even
done.
work here. I think somebody's sitting with their laptop over there.
Yeah.
Look at this. Absolutely incredible, huh? Man, it really does feel like you're at the beach. Feels so therapeutic. A really nice thing they did.
Is that
here.
what it is?
And right-
Is it like a therapeutic type feeling? Have any of you guys been there and paid to breathe in the air? What is up with? I know it's like feels like you're at sea, but like, is it therapeutic? Or you just want to feel like you're at sea? I don't know. He wanted to feel like he was at sea. Loves the sea, and so I understand for him. But
Right
I don't
here
know.
inside this park,
Talk to me.
they got these villas here. Actual villas. They're actually called. There you go.
Those are
Look at
very
that.
nice. That's very
Villa Poranek. Villa Poranek.
And Villa Pensionatowa Wybudovana means it was built in the year 1910. And there it is. Look at that beautiful, beautiful villa here. And that's just one of many. There's a bunch of other villas, a bunch of other beautiful houses inside. Look at that. There's actually a restaurant here. Look how beautiful this is. And again, it
It's
has that
absolutely
feel
gorgeous.
of being somewhere in a finca, in Colombia, in Latin America. It definitely has that feel. I gotta tell you guys, I've seen a lot of Warsaw so far, and I'm amazed every time I see a brand new area.
Respect,
Because this
Warsaw.
area and this park is something else for sure.
Да, понравилось вам тут?
Очень понравилось.
Парки?
Ну все, ну все.
Всё.
И парки возле парка, и рестораны, ну все.
Everything.
Of course,
Boy,
no trip to Warsaw is complete without exploring the gorgeous old town. One that was meticulously rebuilt after being all but destroyed by Nazi Germany in World War II.
Today we are exploring the old town. We are showing Marina's mom one of the most beautiful parts here in
it was
Warsaw,
absolutely
historic
gorgeous
part.
there.
And
Look at
as
these
someone who has
buildings.
never been outside of Ukraine,
I'm gonna agree with Marina's mom. These buildings do look like they was just built like 2 years ago. Like they're in such great condition and absolutely.
we are
amazing
curious what
architecture.
her reaction is going to be, because in my view, this is an amazingly pristine part of this great capital city.
While wandering a spacious square nearby, Marina and I mentioned what could be one of our very favorite parts of Warsaw. For a city of such magnitude, it never feels crowded, ensuring plenty of space for
Love
everyone
that.
with room to breathe. A huge departure for other cities of similar sizes around the world, where one has to constantly fight for personal space.
I love that so much.
I credit it to proper city planning, very efficient public transportation, and what I call self-contained neighborhoods that feel like cities within cities, which all but eliminate the constant need to travel to the center for work or pleasure.
Facts.
So, did you like what you saw? That's the easy part.
See, you can tell. Yeah, you don't even have to hear her say it. You can tell from the look on her face how she's looking at everything and like amazement and shock and like impressed, and you can see it.
Улица. Нравится, очень впечатляет.
Yeah.
Очень... Как интересно.
The hard part is realizing that with all the emotional highs come the emotional lows. With all the positive experiences comes the inevitable self-reflection. Sooner or later, one must question not only where one is going, but also from where one has come.
100%.
On more than one occasion, Marina's mom couldn't help but wonder if Poland has achieved such a comfortable standard of living, what went wrong in her country of Ukraine? Why does visiting a neighboring country feel like being whisked into a completely different planet?
That's a great question.
After all, these countries are not on the opposite parts of the globe, inhabited by drastically different people, but are sitting right next to each other. And they're not only sharing a common border, but also a common history and traditions.
We are here enjoying all the nice
I
things.
mean, that's honestly a great question. Two countries right next to each other, and it's two completely different worlds. So I completely understand where Marina's mom is coming from that perspective. That's
that
real.
Warsaw has to offer. All the beautiful parks, the streets, the beautiful architecture, things like that. And one of the interesting things that Marina's mom mentioned is that the mayor of Kiev is Vitaly Klitschko, and he actually spent a lot of time in Europe. He was living in Germany for many years, right?
Yeah.
And so it surprised her that for someone who has been living in Germany, has been living in Europe, in Western Europe for so long, why isn't he making Kiev beautiful? Why isn't he making Kiev as beautiful as, for instance, as Warsaw, right? Because we're not talking about
someone who has
Yeah.
never been, has never spent, extensive time in Western Europe. This is something that she mentioned, and I
Yeah.
found that very, very interesting.
That's
У
a
нас
good
в
point.
Киеве мэр европейский Виталий Кличко, который практически половину своей сознательной жизни провел за рубежом, известный спортсмен. Но он же видит, какая красота везде. Почему же у нас так? Ну обидно же, правда? Это же небольшие нужны там вложения. Ну хоть какая-то красота, эстетика должна быть. Это старый известный парк. Просто обидно, просто обидно. А здесь вылезан каждый уголок. Вот
Yeah.
идем мы, вот хоть где-то было, чтобы было не убрано, чтобы были эти бурьяны, чагарники эти. Везде человеческая рука прикасалась. Цветы, какой дизайн ландшафтный, какое все ухоженное, какое все красивое. Обидно. Но будем надеяться,
Yeah.
что когда-то и у нас будет так красиво. Что нам остается? Будем надеяться.
Indeed,
I feel that, and it's she's talking about like one of the Klitschko brothers, world famous boxer athlete. It's got to be one of the Klitschko. He's like mayor of the. Oh wow, that's very interesting. But yeah, I completely understand. She's like, he spent his whole life abroad. Why is it not? He not making our city as beautiful as a lot of these places. Looky here, everything's meticulously clean, everything's in top condition. She said it doesn't take a gigantic effort. I feel like I don't know, sometimes leaders in government, there's a lot more hurdles that they have to jump through that we necessarily don't see as citizens. So I don't know, but I completely understand where she's coming from. It doesn't make sense for her country to be a neighboring country, for her mayor to be someone who has traveled abroad and seen all the beauty around Europe, and for their country to not be in the same condition, or their city to not be in the same condition.
we all want to believe that there's a shining light at the end of the long, dark tunnel, and that one day we'll all be visiting Poland as equals instead of solving the riddle of what went wrong in Ukraine. But until then, we let life guide us where it wants to, while ensuring every moment and experience counts. Starting from the things that most of us easily take for granted, like,
Yeah.
well, horseradish plants.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about that video. Marita's mom was absolutely transported into a whole new world, and you could see it all over her face and how she talked about everything. That's all we have. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. Check out the next one. I'll see y'all next time.